You're right, YouTube. Speaking Mike, without further ado, retro. We've got quite a few pickups building up. We've got the pickups from Bristol Retro Gaming Market. We've got some eBay pickups, and we've also got the pickups from Gamerz in Bournemouth. So here's a bit of a sort of treble pickups video. Cheers. Right, first of all, we'll just do a couple of eBay pickups. So one on a Mega Drive, I just picked this up cheap, which is Buster Douglas's Boxing. I don't know why I picked this up actually. It's incomplete. It's just the cart and the cart and game. But I got a feeling it's about £4 or £5. So pick up that. So it's a boxing game. You know I'm into my boxing. Never played it before, so I'll give this one a look. See what it's about. Mega Drive game for a £5. Can't go wrong, really, can you? The next one is a Spectrum game. I do own this, but my version isn't as nice as this one. And I've got a feeling I'll pick this up for about £5 or £6, I think. I can't really remember. It's the game in question is Transformers. And I love that artwork there. I'm sorry about the glare, again, the glare off the TV. Which is Transformers. If you can see that, it's absolutely cool. Cool cover there. On the Spectrum Plus 3. Not on the Spectrum Plus 3, on the Spectrum, sorry. I'll take it out of the case, you'll see it a bit better. So, yeah, that is just such cool artwork. Original G1 Transformers. I'll put it in my face, it might focus a bit better. Yeah, original G1, Optimus Prime, Megatron. Savage, is it, or Ravage? And this is a really cool game. It's the first ever Transformer game I played, and I used to really enjoy this on the Spectrum. And you play as Optimus Prime, and you can transform between the robot, obviously, and the truck, and you can fly. It just really had cool graphics. You had to basically collect Energon, if I remember rightly, and Energon cubes, and just really cool. It's in nicer condition than mine. Basically my one, the label has come off, and I don't think it has the label in there, so it's just blank like that. So it's nice to pick that up. This has the original instructions and all that in there. Not sure if mine does from before. Yeah, it's just a really cool game. I like the sort of little ocean games. I like to try and collect them. They're a good sort of little line of games. So that's Transformers on the old Spectrum. Really loved that. It's a really good game. I used to really enjoy back in the day. Now a modern game. One I've been waiting for to come down in price. Got a feeling I'll pick this up from Boomerang Rentals, X Rental. I think it was $15.99. So I've been after this for a while since it came out. Which is Rage 2. $15.99. An absolute bargain. I'm buying all my sort of stuff now from Boomerang Rentals or sometimes Music Magpie, but the Boomerang Rentals seem to be so much cheaper than everyone else. You can get it off them, and you can, you know, it's usually below the sort of market sale price, and they're always in nice condition. Everything's in there. Even got the old leaflets and everything. The new advertising, the new Doom Eternal. Yeah, so I highly recommend Boomerang Rentals. I'm certainly picking up most of my stuff off them, and it all comes through in nice condition. So. Right, we actually went to Bristol Gaming Market 3. I actually wasn't going there to buy anything really, just sort of going to sort of support my local event, as it's the only one we seem to have at the moment. So, but yeah, sort of went there. I had a bit of a heavy night the night before. I almost didn't make it, but I thought, no, I'll soldier on and go on down there. Got in contact with Liam and Dainster, and linked up with them boys, and they got me a chair behind their stall. So it was quite cool. I got in there. It was so busy. Really busy in there. Initially, I didn't have the energy. Like I said, I'd been out the night before drinking. I got in at 4:30 and had to get picked up for that at 10. So yeah, I wasn't feeling 100%. So yeah, so I went there, and initially, you know, it was like 3 deep in people, and I didn't have the energy or enthusiasm to fight through the people. So I think I've initially saw something on Rich King Retro's stall. Got chatting to Rich, spotted something I wanted, so I bought that off of him. And then sort of basically just sat down with Liam and Dainster and just sort of help them, well, watch them boys have a great day selling, and sort of have a bit of a bubble, a bit of a laugh with the lads, and I basically waited for it to die down until, you know, sort of a lot of the people had gone. Obviously then Paul and one of his friends arrived, Mr. Bads. So then I went round with Paul, because old Paul's the expert. He sort of got a bit more on the old knowledge than me, so Paul knows what's worth getting and what's worth avoiding. So you know, he knows his bargains. So I thought I'd go around with Paul, the expert, and just try and get a bit of an education. So yeah, it was really cool. Paul's friend was really nice, and we sort of went around just looking at stuff, and Paul was like, "Oh, that's a good game to get," you know. That's, you know, and it was really cool. We put together a bundle at one of the stalls, which was already the price was already more than reasonable, and we piled all the games together, and I think it came to over, the bundle came to over £90, and we were sort of looking to get it for 50, 55. We were looking for 50, and then I had another game on it, so which was a £5, so it's looking at 55. And the guy said, "Oh, you topped it up, it was over 90." He said, "Oh, I'll take 70." And then he said, "Oh, I'll take 60, you know, for cash." And then so we bought that. So it worked out we all got what we wanted for very, very good prices. So yeah, more than happy to get those pieces. So I suppose let's show you what I've been getting. The first one was a gift from Dainster. It was actually brilliant. Just an Amiga tennis game. I've not played this one, so I look forward to giving this a go. I say Dainster and Liam always look after me, and we always have such a laugh. And it was really good to see them lads, and it was not nice of them to let me have that one. This is the other one. This is the first thing I seen on Rich King Retro's stall. I only wanted the box because it was an Atari ST box, but as you all know, the Atari ST underneath most Atari ST games are Amiga games waiting to be liberated. So I've liberated this one, and it's nice, lovely condition. Venus the Flytrap. Rich done me a very reasonable price on this. He said a price, and I said, "Oh, I only want it for the box," and sort of gave him an offer, and he accepted my offer, which was really, really cool. So really happy with that. To get the box. I'm not sure if I've got the full price release for this. I do have the budget release and the budget box, but you know, the box is always the hardest part to get, especially on the Amiga stuff. It's once you've got the box, you've sort of you're halfway through the battle. Next one, which is a game which is a bit sort of sought after and hard to get. So Paul said this was worth picking up. You know, which is Arkanoid on the Atari ST. We all know I don't have an ST. I sort of bought this for sort of trade or you know, trade or resale purposes. Basically, the price on this was ridiculously low, and like I say, once we'd done the bundle, it was we got everything even cheaper. It's even got like little holder there for the disc, which is really cool. Everything was in such nice condition. Yeah, I'll just show you. It's all in lovely condition. So at the price, it's worth picking this up. Like I say, I can either sell this on, or I can do a trade with someone. And like I say, this is quite hard and sought after to get. So, and even the case is all complete and working, which is also unusual with a lot of these cases. And I got a feeling that this case is a little bit thinner than the usual cases. So, yeah, so I sort of picked that one up. So, Arkanoid for the ST. So, I'll be looking to move that on. Another game I got a bit excited about. Excuse me. I wasn't sure about this. But I wasn't sure if I had it either. So, it is Outrun 2 on the Xbox. And I got a little bit excited about this because Outrun 2, this is worth between £5 and £10, I think. Which I paid a £5. So, to be honest, it's all in there. It's all manual case and everything. It's all in there for a £5. £5 is the lower end of what it's worth. So I thought I'd pick that up anyway, just in case. But if you get the Outrun Coast to Coast 2006, that's worth about £40 to £60 on the original Xbox. And I thought it was Outrun 2 that was worth £40 to £60. I thought the seller had made a mistake. But for a £5, you can't go wrong with a bit of Outrun 2. So we picked it up. Next one. This is a game I got off Mr. Bads. We've got a deal going on. He's given me his end of the deal. We just got to work out what he wants out of my end of the deal. I need to send some pictures of the Mega Drive stuff behind me, and then we're going to sort of work out a trade. The first one is Silkworm. Been after Silkworm for quite some time. This can sort of go for all sorts of sort of all over the shop with the prices with this one, but it's one I've been after for a while. It's all complete. I do have it on budget release, but I've been after the full price release for quite some time. So, when Paul said he had one of these, he said, "Did he want me to put it back? Did I want him to put it back for him?" I said, "Yes, please, Paul." And Paul's given me that on the premise that we will be doing a trade in the near future. So I've got my end, and I've got to work out what Paul wants off of me. The next two, I'll show them individually. +3, so +3 disc games. This is in fantastic condition. This has Game Over, Tank, Athena, Whizball, Arkanoid, and Slapfight, which is quite a good little pack. I've got a feeling this is, yeah, Dixon's Premier. So this would have came with the Dixon's +3 pack, I believe. Which actually I think I do have a box for. No instructions, unfortunately. Disc is very clean now. Yeah, it's all in there. So missing the instructions, but to get that this sort of clean and at this price, I was really chuffed. This was part of the bundle that we all put together. Price was fantastic on this one. I'll give it a little bit of a go. If I like it, I'll keep it. Obviously, you know, I collect for +3. If I don't really get on with the games too well, I shall probably sell it on. So, not sure yet, because there's a couple of good ones on there. But we shall soon see. Same again with this next one. I've had this before. I've basically have bought this and sold it before. Bought it again with the possibility of sort of selling it on or to trade again, which is on the +3 again, which is Giants, another compilation. It's got some good games on here. Rolling Thunder, which is absolutely brilliant on the Spectrum. Gauntlet 2, which is a good game as well. 720 is not bad. Outrun's pretty cool, and California Games not so great. But this is again, I don't think this has manual, but it does have 3 discs. Now the version I remember having before only had 2 discs, so I don't know about that. So it's quite weird. Yeah, I'm sure mine only had 2 discs, but I'm sure it had everything. So, but nevertheless, it's a good, nice condition, really nice condition. The price was really good. Like I say, if I decide not to keep it, I can always trade or sell it on, and I certainly won't lose anything on it. I'll probably sell that on and get something I do want. So, another one I took a punt on. I've never seen this one before. This was on Rich King Retro's stall. I actually tried to phone Cinny Steve to see if he wanted it, if he knew what it was. This was before I was with Mr. Bads. This was sort of, I took a punt on this. So I've not seen this one before. I sort of took a bit of a punt on it because it's a Psygnosis game, but I've not seen it before. You don't see this very often. Rich told me a price on this one. I thought the price was pretty reasonable. It's a Psygnosis game. I took a punt. It's probably worth the price I paid. Maybe double what I paid. There is one on eBay at the moment for like £100. But you know that guy's not going to sell it. I think it's only sells between 15 say and £20. So you know, but there's only I think there's another one in eBay now. But when I looked, there was only one on there for 100, which is just ridiculous. Some people just put things up for silly money, and they never get it. They must enjoy just listing stuff over and over and over again, really. So I thought the point of having a shop is to sell things rather than to keep listing stuff aimlessly and wasting your own time. I think this is the creme de la creme of the Bristol gaming market, and I got this again off of Paul, Mr. Bad. Absolute legend. He's a really good guy, really good fella, and he really sorted me out on this one, which is Traps and Treasures. It's not in great condition. It's a little bit concaved on the thing, but he's not lied to me about the condition. He said it's about a 5, which I'd say it's about a 5 or a 6. But this game is really sort of sought after on Amiga. Even in this condition, it will fetch a pretty good price. You know, it's one of the more sort of sought after Amiga games. It's all in there. It's got the instruction manual. It's got the discs and everything. Paul says it works. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but I take Paul's word, and I'll be testing a load of discs and that. So like I say, Paul's give me these games up front, and then we've just got to work out what he wants to trade off of me. So that's Traps and Treasures. So I'm really pleased to get that, because this is one of the sort of sought after Amiga games, and in really nice condition. This can go for like £80 to £100 plus. I've got a feeling Paul picked up one of these for over £100 in really nice condition himself, and then seen this a week later in like a cash converters or something like that. So yeah, he let me have first dibs on this one. So I'm pleased to get it in a collection. Thanks very much, Paul, for that. It's absolutely brilliant. I will send you those pictures soon. You know what I'm like. I'm terrible for timekeeping and urgency, but I will get there, my friend. Right, if you saw my video before, you know that I've just come back from a video game. Basically, I've just come back from a weekend in Bournemouth. Went to see the Tidy Boys for a night out on a Saturday night clubbing. Tidy Boys' 24th birthday. While I was down there, sort of checked out the local shops. Discovered a game shop called Gamerz. The owner was a really cool guy, and I picked up a few bits and pieces while I was there. So. Yeah, so let's have a look what we got. So first thing I saw was X-Copy, which is I've never seen this version of X-Copy before. It's really unusual. It's in a sort of small box, and unfortunately it doesn't have the hardware. But the price I paid, I was not gonna complain, because X-Copy can go for some good money. I won't say what I paid for it, because the owner did look after me. But rest assured, I was really pleased with what I walked away with. So I actually had two original discs in there. So both X-Copy Professionals, and it's even got the instruction leaflets inside. Or I think let's just have a look. And yeah, it's all there. So it's just nice to see. I mean, ironically, in the day, I don't know anyone who had an original X-Copy. Ironically, I haven't had a copy of X-Copy. So yeah, it was just nice to see. I've now got two. And there's this registration card there as well, which is really cool. But anyone who knows anything about the Amiga knows that X-Copy was a massive part of the Amiga's history. I wouldn't be surprised if like 80 to 90% of people's games that they played were copied on X-Copy. So I was pleased to get that. The next one, I couldn't believe I saw as well. Really chuffed to get this. Was supposed to be getting this off Silly Steve a little while back. But he realised it was a box variant and decided to keep it himself. So I was a little bit gutted. But as with everything in this, if you wait your time out, it will turn up eventually. And that is Bomber Bob. And this is in absolutely fantastic condition, as you can see. No dinks or dents, really clean condition. Really happy, as you see. It's a little quirky Amiga shoot 'em up. Steve assures me it's really good. And in there it's got the poster. The poster's really clean. The disc and everything. All of these games are super clean, which is why I was really pleased to get them. Like I say, Gamers in Bournemouth. If you're ever in the area, check it out, because you know, like I say, the guy was really cool, and the stuff, the games and stuff he had was really nice and in real good condition. And right, my next one is this one I do own, but I have never seen it in this condition, so I had to pick it up. This also came from Gamers in Bournemouth. I've shoved it straight in a box protector, because you just don't see this game in good condition. You see this game it's about everywhere, but generally in bad condition. I suppose because people must have played this one. And if you know your Amiga music, you'll definitely appreciate the intro music for this game. And yeah, the game is Lotus Turbo Challenge 2. And this is in lovely condition. It's got a little dink, is it here? But I got a feeling that was me carrying it about in my stupid shopping bag. And but other than that, this is a minter. and you just don't see this in this condition at all. So I've stuck it straight into the box protector to stop me damaging it anymore, because I'm sure that that little bit of damage that is there, like I say, it's just there. If you can see, it's literally just there, unfortunately. I think that was me carrying it about my shopping bag, a little flimsy shopping bag, and not being careful. But other than that, you just don't see this in that condition. Unfortunately, this is missing a manual, but you know me, I've got 3. so I've got 3 versions of this game. So I'll because you need the manual for the to get into the passcode at the beginning. So I'll be basically taking a manual out of one of mine and selling the other 2. So right, that's basically my pickups, my last 3 sort of lots of pickups. Okay, YouTube, I won't, unfortunately, like I say, I've just come back from a weekend away in Bournemouth. Unfortunately, it's too close coming back from that to be able to afford to go to Blackpool. Although I would really, really like to. I think it's just best if I miss Blackpool and then do whatever we're going to do next. Obviously, I'll be going to the next revival that's on, whenever that may be. I've got a feeling that's going to be next year now. I don't think we're going to get a little winter warmer. I'm not sure. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. I've got a feeling me and some of the lads, some of the YouTube boys, going to have a little bit of a meet down at mine. My 40th's coming up soon, so I think we're going to do something to celebrate that with old school variety face and burnt out culture. Hopefully, to UK, Rob, maybe Danes and Liam as well. So and maybe I've invited Mr. Bad. So the more the merrier. But we'll see what happens with that. That's probably going to be a sort of a bit of sort of drink, maybe a few drinks around my local village and have a look what's about and everything. So, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to miss Blackpool. For all of you that are going, have a great time. I know you will do anyway, with me there or without me there. So, all right, YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.